Good morning, students. Next topic, variation of atomic and ionic size in d block elements. Variation of atomic size and ionic size. Usually in periodic table, if you are moving from left to right, size is decreases. In periodic table, if you are moving top to bottom, means size is increases. In left to right, size is decreases. In top to bottom, size is increases. In generally expected a steady decrease in atomic radius along a period, generally expected steady decrease, where steady decrease where in period. So, in period sizes decreases. Why? Because nucleus charges increases, so extra electrons are added to the same subshell. When you will understand this line in 11th standard in periodic classification lesson itself, you learned this point. In periods left to right sizes decreases, in group, that is top to bottom, sizes increases, because in period all atoms all are having same number of orbit. Just you can assume both are same size circle. But in period, if you are moving from left to right, atomic number is increases. Atomic number increases means nucleus charge also increases. Take one example. If this is atomic number 3 and here atomic number 4. Atomic number 3 means it contains 3 proton. So, 3 positive charge is present at the center. Atomic number 4 means 4 positive charge is present at the center. We can assume here 3 magnets are there, here 4 magnets are there. If you bring one iron piece to this circle, means in which circle will attract this magnet strongly. In this circle only, nucleus, that magnet attract the iron piece, attract the iron piece strongly, because here only more magnets are there, 4 magnet, here 3 magnet only. So, if more magnet, that is more charge is present, means in that place more attraction is there. If more attraction is there, means that nucleus pull the electron, so the electron comes closer to the nucleus, so size is decreases from left to right. But if you are moving from top to bottom, the number of orbit is increases. If this atom contains 2 orbit, means the next atom contains 3 orbit, next atom contains 4 orbits. So, number of orbit increases means size also increases. So, generally size decreases in period, because nuclear charge increases and the extra electrons are added to the same orbit, same subshell. But for the 3D transition elements, this is called as 3D transition elements from scandium to zinc. But for the 3D transition element, the expected decrease in the atomic radius is observed from scandium to vanadium only. See the series from scandium to vanadium only, atomic sizes decreases as expected. Thereafter up to copper, from vanadium to copper, the atomic radius remain same, nearly remain same. As we move from scandium to zinc in 3D series, extra electrons are added to the 3D orbital. For all these elements, electrons are added in 3D orbital only. the added 3d electron only partially shield the nuclear charge. So effective nuclear charge increases. So shielding decreases means nuclear charge increases. So extra electrons added to the 3d subshell strongly repel the 4s electron, and these two forces are operated in opposite direction and they tend to balance each other. It leads to the constancy of atomic radii. It leads to constancy of atomic radii. Generally, as per the theory, if you are moving from left to right in periodic table, size is decreases, but here in 3d transition element, from scandium to vanadium only decreases, and from vanadium to copper almost same. So almost same means here the radius is constant. The reason is first, the added 3d electron shield partially. So partially shield means effective nuclear charge increases. Effective nuclear charge increases means that electrons, extra electrons added to the 3d subshell strongly repel. So repulsion is there between the electrons, between 3d and 4s electron. These two forces, here attraction increases, here repulsion increases. Two kind of forces are operating. So two forces are operated in the opposite direction, so only it leads to constancy of atomic radii. So only atomic radii is remain as a constant from vanadium to copper. So again I am explaining, my dear students, generally left to right, if you are moving from left to right in periodic table, we are expected the size is decreases only, but here in 3d transition series, size here only decreases, after that almost it's remaining as a constant, because two forces are there. One is attractive forces, another one repulsion. Why attractive forces is there? Because the added 3d electron partially shield. Partially shield means, that means it cannot able to shield properly, means attractive forces increases, so attraction increases, and the extra electron added to the 3d subshell is strongly repel the 4s electron. So electrons are repelled with each other, so repulsion is also there. So two kind of forces are there, so only it is remain as constant. At the end of the series, d orbital of zinc contained 10 electron, in which repulsive interaction between the electron is more. So the effective nuclear charge is more than effective nuclear charge. So here also two kind of forces only also there, attraction and repulsion, but in zinc the electronic configuration is 3d10 4s2. This is the electronic configuration of zinc. Zinc contains 10 electron in 3d orbital, so more electron present. So more electron means more repulsion is there compared to attractive forces. So only at the end of the 3d transition series, size is increases. At the end of 3d series, size is increases, because here repulsion is more than attraction, so only size increases. Generally, as we move down a group, that is top to bottom, atomic radius increases. Generally in left to right sizes decreases, top to bottom sizes increases, that only given here. The same trend is expected in d block elements also. As the electrons are added to the 4d subshell, the atomic radii of the 4D elements are higher than corresponding element of the 3D series. However, there is an unexpected observations in the atomic radius of the 5D elements. Elements which have nearly same atomic radius as the corresponding 4D elements. This is due to the lanthanide contraction, which is to be discussed already. We are discussed in this unit. And the inner transition elements, already we learn, already we are finished F block elements. There we discussed lanthanide contraction. That lanthanide contraction is the reason for this behavior. So, in this paragraph we are dealing with the group only. In group, the sizes increases generally. You are expecting sizes increases if you are moving from top to bottom, but in 3D elements, compared to 3D element, the size of the 4D element is increases as expected. This is 3D group elements and this is 4D series elements. As expected, here size is increases from top to bottom, but from 4D to 5D the size is nearly same only. Both 4D and 5D both are having nearly same size, because due to lanthanide contraction. Lanthanide contraction. Lanthanide contraction is the reason for this abnormal behavior. See here, in group, if you are moving from top to bottom, size is increases. The same trend only expected in D block element. As the electrons are added to the 4D subshell, the atomic radii of the 4D elements are higher than 3D. Atomic radii of 4D is higher than 3D. However, there is an unexpected observation in 5D. That means we are expecting sizes increases for 5D, but here both are having same size. Both 4D and 5D both are having same size. So, unexpected observation in the atomic radius of the 5D elements which have nearly same atomic radius as that the corresponding 4D element. This is due to the lanthanide contraction. Lanthanide contraction means what? The size is decreases due to imperfect shielding of 4f electron. That is all. Variation of atomic and ionic radii over. Next topic, ionization energy. This is also already you learned in your lower classes. Ionization energy. Energy is required to remove one electron from isolated gaseous atom. Required energy for removing one electron. That's all. That is called as ionization energy. So, ionization energy of the transition element is intermediate between S and P block elements. See here student, this is periodic table. Here this is S block, P block, D block. The ionization energy of D block element is intermediate between S block and P block, because if you are moving from left to right in periodic table, ionization energy is increases because size is decreases from left to right. Size decreases means attraction increases. Attraction increases means more energy is required to remove electron. So, ionization energy is increases while you are moving from left to right. So ionization energy increases means here the ionization energy is small, here the ionization energy is greater. The ionization energy of d block element is in between small and greater, that is medium, that only given in this line, that is ionization energy of transition element is intermediate between S block and P block elements. As we move from left to right in a transition metal series, ionization energy increases as expected, already explained. So ionization energy enthalpy increases from left to right, because left to right, if you are moving from, size decreases means attraction increases means more energy is needed for removing electron. So only ionization enthalpy increases. This is due to the increase in nuclear charge, that is attraction, corresponding to the filling of d electron. So the following figure shows that trend in ionization enthalpy of transition elements. See this graph from scandium to zinc, that is 3D transition series, scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc, 3D transition series is given. Here ionization energy is increased from scandium to zinc. The increase in first ionization enthalpy with increase in atomic number along a particular series is not regular. See this picture, ionization energy increases with increase in atomic number, but that is not regular, not regularly increases. The added electron enters n-1 d orbital and inner electron act as a shield and decreases the effect of nuclear charge on valence ns electron. Therefore it leads to the variation in ionization energy values. Increase in first ionization enthalpy with increase in atomic number, but that is not regular. From that graph we can understood. The added electron from scandium to titanium, scandium atomic number 21, it contains 21 electron, titanium atomic number 22, it contains 1 electron excess, that is 22 electrons. So the added electron n-1 d orbital enters n-1 d orbital and inner electron act as a shield. If this is nucleus means, if this is nucleus, this is outermost electron, between these so many inner orbits are there, in that orbit so many electrons there, that electron revolves around the nucleus means it acts as a shield, it look like compound wall. So it decreases the attractive forces between nucleus and outermost electron. So the added electron enters n-1 d orbital. So what? So inner electron acts as a shield. If that shield properly means, it decreases the attractive forces, that is nuclear charge on the valence electron. Therefore only it leads to the variation in the ionization energy value. So only ionization energy values varied. So only that increases is not regular. The ionization enthalpy value can be used to predict thermodynamic stability of their compound. This ionization energy enthalpy value helps to predict the thermodynamic stability. One example is given. Compare ionization energy required to form nickel 2 plus ion and platinum 2 plus ion. For nickel, IE1 means first ionization energy and second ionization energy. IE2 means second ionization energy. First ionization energy means the energy is required for removing first electron. Second ionization energy means the energy is required to remove second electron. So if you are adding these two value means you will get 2490 kilojoules per mole. For platinum, the first ionization energy and second ionization energy. summation of these values are 2655 kilojoules per mole. The energy required to form nickel plus 2 is less than platinum 2 plus. So the energy for nickel plus 2 is less than platinum plus 2. So nickel 2 compounds are thermodynamically more stable. So which one is having less energy means that is more stable. So nickel 2 compounds are more stable than platinum 2 compounds. That is the conclusion. So we can predict the thermodynamic stability by using ionization energy. Which one is having least ionization energy means that one is having stability. With this topic, ionization energy over. Here there are explained ionization energy of transition elements is intermediate between S block and P block elements. As we move from left to right, generally ionization energy increases, because left to right size decreases. Size decreases means attraction increases. Attraction increases means more energy is needed for removing electron. So only ionization energy increases in period. But see this picture, it is increases only. This is 3D transition series. From scandium to zinc, it is increases only, but that increases is not regular. Why? Because first ionization energy increases only with increase in atomic number. Here electrons are added in n-1 d orbital. So inner electron acts as a shield. If it acts as a shield means effective nuclear charge, that is attraction, decreases between nucleus and outermost electron. So it leads to the variation in ionization energy value, and this ionization energy value is used to predict the thermodynamic stability. For that one example is given. For understanding that one example is given. Nickel 2 plus compound is generally more stable than platinum 2 plus, because see here nickel ionization energy value is less than platinum. So only nickel 2 plus compound is more stable than platinum 2 plus compound. So with this topic, ionization energy over. Remaining we will continue in our next video. Thank you.